Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 7, season 7 of my Coventry rebuild. As always, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Smash that like button, go on, give it a cheeky tickle. If you're brand new, thank you very much. Hopefully you'll stick around, subscribe, go and check out all my other videos. And as always, just thank you for taking the time to watch it. I've loved it. This was a personal save I started that's turned into a rebuild. I decided to share it with you, and quite a lot of you stuck with it season after season. And this season I was really hoping we could really kick this club on a bit. We've been in the Premier League now, surviving, doing quite well, but I want to do better. I want to push and grow and get into Europe somehow. So yeah, I loved it. Hopefully you're going to enjoy sharing this season with me. So now you've smashed the like button, because I know you've just done it, let's get into it. So last year was our second season in the Premier League and we finished 10th, which is great. The year before, I think we finished 15th. We were doing quite well. We were mid-table our first year in the Prem, but it kind of went the boil, didn't it, towards the end. But last year we stayed okay. Nothing's perfect, but we've got a very, very young team. Every game I get a news feed. If we do well, it's great young team. If we do bad, it's that inexperienced young team. But I like a young team, and they grow together. It's all about trying to keep this team together and try and push up towards them European spots. But it's tough, isn't it? If Norwich and Everton can get up there, we can get up there, but it's the big teams. It's a lot of big teams up there. Leicester are a big team on this save as well. I mean, we're some way off. Last year, 51 points. To get into Europe, we needed 65. So it's a lot of points we've got to make up. But I believed in my young players, and I was going to have a big summer. And this is my transfer history for this summer. You'll see I cashed in on Masengo. Good player. I was happy at getting last year. Good defensive midfielder, but 18 million. I couldn't turn it down. We've sold a couple of other lads. Jabello's finally gone. He's been a great servant to me. He was here when I took over. And then a lot of guys have gone out on loan. It's the ins. Now, I've signed a lot of guys there from big teams on free. They're okay. We're looking at 3-star youth players that have been released. I just thought it'd be good to flesh out my youth team and see if any of them could progress. But we brought in a couple of loans. And I've spent a bit of money. But I've also found some proper quality players. I mean, cheap ones, I think. So let's have a look at them. First up, we used our Croatian links. And we found this guy from Dynamo. Top players in Croatia. This kid's got loads of potential. Just a standard young centre-back. But I like his ability. I think he could become great. 21 years old. Next up, we've signed Abraham Castillo from Mexico. And I like this lad. Again, I think he's a good young player. He could cost me like 23 million. He's worth 22, so I'm not bothered. He's an international. And, I mean, his technicals aren't there yet, but I just think he's a good young player who could become great. Can't beat Argentina either. If you watch my Journeyman, you'll know why. I'm a big fan of Croatian and Argentinian football. And this is Oscar Redondo. Cost me next to nothing. He had a minimum fee release clause of like 5.2 million, I think it was. He's a wonder kid. Right wing Argentinian wonder kid for £5 million. He's already doubled in value. This one though, I really like. He's another Croatian, but he's a Croatian that's been in England. He was at Leicester last year. I don't think he was happy with his playing time. He was unhappy. He wasn't transfer listed. They put in a bid. We put a package together. Leicester, who are a good team, they're up there. They've obviously got better players than him. I accepted it. And I think he's a cracking young player. Great defensive midfielder. Can cover in other areas. Again, I bought another midfielder. This one, again, was from Argentina, from River Plate. And he only cost me 1.9 million. I don't think you can grumble. 1.9 million. I could sell him next season and quadruple my money, so I'm not going to. We're going to try and progress the lad. I needed help at full back, and I wanted a right back. Couldn't find one I liked. Money was getting to the point where I didn't want to keep spending it. So I thought, let's dip back into the loans. And I've got this lad in because he was the best. He is a left back and he's left footed, but he can naturally play at right back. So he's going to be a backup right back. On loan from AC Milan. And I've really struggled to find good wingers on this game. So I was going to try and avoid loads of loans. I was going to try to. But we've ended up loaning in Francesco Costa from Inter Milan, another Milan player. One big out is a legend to me. This kid was with me at the beginning, came up through all the leagues, did a good job for me initially, but just starting to find them better regens now. It's getting to that stage, and if I wanted to stay in the bottom half of the Premier League, I think he'd be a good player. He'd do a job. Now transfer listing, but no one was interested, and that to me surprised me because he is a fantastic player, especially in the Championship, which is he's gone to Reading on loan. They're paying all his wages. There's a future fee in place if they want to buy him. So sometimes you fall in love with a player, but you outgrow him eventually, and we think we've outgrown Westbrook. So you'll know we had some good signings last year. I think we're getting a good team together. Like I said, I was going to try and avoid the loans. So this year we've got a whole new central defenders. We've got new guys in, but we've still got Bythway and Armstrong from last year. Now I have promoted a player from my youth team. Now he's not a wonder kid. He's not super special, but he's got potential, and he is one of our own. He's been out on loan. He's a Czech, but he's one of our own. And he was out on loan at Tranmere last year. And yeah, he's going to be my fourth choice centre half. Going forward though, you're starting to know some of these. I know you are. I mean, I've got two wingers we brought in last year from, one's Danish, one's Dutch, and they're okay. They are okay. Terry Cox up top. He's a great player. We've still got Eddie as well. Great player. My midfield's looking good. I mean, really good with Smith and Holcroft and players like that. So they're into their second season with us. So it's a young side, and I don't think I've got any originals left anymore, which is a shame. But if we want to get up in the top half, if we want to become a European club, I had to do that. We have to start moving on. And this is a squad arranged by age, and it's coming together. If I can keep them all together, it'd be brilliant. And then any money we get next year, I definitely need to find myself a good left wing and right winger that are ours. I don't want to go down that loan route all the time. But look at the age of it. Couple of 18-year-olds, couple of 19-year-olds, ton of 20-year-olds, loads of 21-year-olds, 3 22-year-olds, and 1 26-year-old. This is a team that if you kept together, I believe, would win trophies. And financially now, we're in a really, really good place. We've probably got a bit of transfer debt to pay off, but I mean, I've got money to spend. I mean, it felt like 2 minutes ago. My first year in the Premier League, we were spending 500 grand a week. We're now spending 1.1 million a week, but we're trying to get up them leagues. I've had to give out new deals to some of my good young players to try and keep them, put extra years on them deals, try and get rid of minimum fee release clauses on a couple of them, or at least put bigger ones in place. But 62 million in the bank. Club's doing alright. Over to the Club Vision page, and this is where the club's doing alright. Now, we're improving the training in the youth facilities again. They'll be finished in October, but this summer the club decided to buy the stadium. They're going to buy the Rico. Now, I would have loved to have built a new one, but as long as we own our own stadium, I think that's good. No more rent issues, no more kicking us out. It's ours. We're going to have to make it our home, aren't we? And just accept it. But who cares? It's just a good progression. It's a good feeling when you put this many years and the amount of hours I've put into this save, and the where we started at. I don't know. I just feel really good about it. Like, it's positive, man. And I love this game. And this is why I love about this game: building and growing and making something your own. On the board, expectations have gone up. No more relegation battles. They're happy with a mid-table. So I'm not. I want to go up. I want to be a top 7 man. I want European football. Cups, again, if we do well, we do well. I'll probably B team quite a lot of it. I'm not going to take any of it seriously. If we get far into them, it'll just be a case of we've just done it. Do you know what I mean? It's all about that league again, I think, and establishing ourselves as a good Premier League side. Now, my coaching team's good, but I need to remember to check this later on because I made massive changes to a lot of it. A couple of my main coaches, head of youth, pretty sure I'll get a top one in, and my medical team. But I've been leaving my youth coaching to staff members to employ, and I felt like it was time I took over that and really up the ante, got some real quality in and really start to kick on because I want better youth intakes. I'm pretty sure as well that once these training and youth facilities are done, I'm pretty sure you go from excellent to state of the art. Or if not, we're not far off, are we? We're not far off being a complete team here with our own stadium that we own, top of the range facilities, and some of the best young players in England, in my opinion. We'll go over to the bookies page. We're going to look at this one because I quite like it. It shows you our best team as well, doesn't it? Some of our transfers as well. But yeah, they've got us as 12th, which is annoying really. They have no faith in my players because they're not superstars, but we've got some freaking proper superstars. Tom Holcroft, who, yeah, he is a wonder kid to be fair. Got him from Derby. He's just got better last year. I mean, the kid's immense. Terry Cox, only 20, got him from Southampton. He's immense. He's a freaking wonder kid. Was he a wonder kid when I bought him? I don't think he was. He didn't score as many goals as what he did last year. So I'm hoping now he's going to grow a bit, start putting the ball in the net a bit more. On to pre-season, and it was pretty successful pre-season. Really enjoyed it. Put a bit of planning into it for a change. And we had a training camp out in China, and they organised some games while we were at camp. One at the beginning, one in the middle, one at the end. And it was brilliant to win them games. Bit of promotion for the club. Then we came back and had Callum Wilson's testimonial. Just thought it'd be pretty cool. Normally I say no to stuff like that, but I said yeah. He's left now. He's had his testimonial. He's gone out somewhere in Spain. Some shitty team in Spain. And then we did a little cheeky tour of Cyprus. I love Cyprus, me and the wife. Had an amazing holiday there once. Probably one of the best holidays ever. I want to go back. It's like going abroad, but in England they have English plug sockets, if you know what I mean. Love it. Everything's in English as well. Makes life easier. On the Greek part anyway, that is. So brilliant pre-season, super successful. Could not wait to get the real business started. And one thing I really wanted to achieve this year is a freaking money affiliate. Come on the board. Come on, this club is growing. Over here now at the halfway point is January, and we're going to jump in and have a look at what I've been up to. And I always start roughly when I can with the Carabao Cup. I said I'm going to take it too seriously, and you can maybe tell by some of the team selections there. Got my third choice striker on the pitch. But we did alright. Battered West Ham. Next up was Luton. Again, I played technically a B team at the time. And we were quite lucky really to scrape it through. So I'm not trying to lose. I just want to give. It's an opportunity to give guys a game, but we ain't getting far because the B team ran out of luck against Brentford. 0-0 this time. We lost on penalties. A pretty even game to be fair. So good luck to Brentford. In the FA Cup, we've drawn Nottingham Forest, one of my favourite rebuilds. Really want to do well with Forest, and I really enjoyed that rebuild. And I'll also enjoy beating them hopefully. On to the Premier League, and we're doing pretty well. We're 7th, so we're in that touching distance. There's a good chance we could get a Euro spot if we stay 7th, if things go our way. But look at every club above us. We're above Leicester, who were fantastic last season. Liverpool, who've won 4 back-to-back titles, are now 3rd. City are trying to get that title back off them after winning 4 themselves. United, Arsenal, Spurs. We're not in that mix yet. Surely not. No one in the top goal scorers, no one top player. Although look who it is, Tonali. If you've seen some of my old stuff, you'll know I love Tonali. He's top player. Derby, relegation zone with Huddersfield and Brentford. Derby, innit? They keep punching, man. They keep somehow spending most of the season in the relegation, and they drag themselves out of it. Defensively, we're doing okay. 12th. Again, I know I'm sticking with this tactic, and maybe it ain't perfect, but I think this team will grow with it, and they'll get to know it so well. It will become good, I believe. Just got to keep these players here. And going forward, 11th. So, we're nothing special. But as a team, we're doing well because I would take 7th all day long this year. It's just that slow progression. I like it. And these are the results so far. It's not perfect. I don't expect it to be. There's some games here I think we should have got points from. Southampton. Didn't want happy to start that way. But beating Newcastle, Everton, West Ham, Wolves went a great run there. Obviously dropping a load of points. Drawing with Manchester United at home. That was pretty good. Can't lie. Terry Cox, legend. Getting beat up Brighton. It's weird, isn't it? They're like beating some teams really well, losing against others. Brentford there, they knocked us out of the cup, but we saved our best for the league. Taught them a lesson, got a bit of revenge. But yeah, again, I know it ain't perfect, ain't all green, it's never going to be, but we're 7th. This is a squad at the halfway point, arranged by average rating, and forget the guy at the top, he's my 3rd rate striker, Manos Smith, who is a great player. He's a good player, but he has been a bit more B team this year, but he's performing he needed to. George Armstrong, great player. A lot of my main players though, they're not punching above a 7 yet. It's disappointing. Terry Cox is so good on paper. Maybe that's why I was able to get him, because he's so good on paper. He's not prolific, but he's just a good player, and I'm going to give him a chance. I wasn't 100% sure. I never really am. When it comes to the facilities, I thought when we built them ones, you could see the ones that completed. I said that got completed in October. I thought that might have been the last one, but I think this has got to be the last one now. We're doing them both again. That's definitely it, surely. And then once that's done, tick that box off. The stadium will be hopefully sorted out soon as well. And then yeah, this club should go on and on and on. We just need that European football, that little bit of extra money, that little bit of extra prestige. This is my staff, but it's not my main staff. It's my under 23 staff, and it was decent, but I totally revamped it, and I mean, totally revamped it to give them the best coaching team at under 23 level possible. I'm trying to do the under 18s as well because that's massively important. I haven't got as many slots yet, and at this time I'd lost my manager, so I was still in that process. But I just remember being at the halfway point, being so into it, spending ages doing it. And I mean, it can be really boring for some people, but I really thrive on it, just picking it apart. Don't be sentimental. Get rid, get new people in. If we move forward to the 1st of April, this is my coaching team, and at this point you might notice, if you pay attention to, you'll have a look in detail, it's better. I mean, I've got a new head of youth, Daniel Kenny, who is just better. We had to upgrade. Fernando Torres, been with me a couple of years, never improved. So he's out the door, and I've just improved. So it was the best in the league as it was. It's now far superior than anyone else, and it's given us a massive advantage. Now, the under 18s have improved. They're not the best. I want to make them better, and hopefully I can. But I have to bring in new managers, and we've got Billy Dodds in as my under 18 manager, who I think should be good for the boys. But look who I got in for my freaking under 23 manager. Patrick Kluivert. He's been under 18 manager Ajax, PSG director of football, assistant manager of Cameroon, head of youth development at Barcelona. They sacked him in 21. He's been out of work for a few years. But I think he's good. His experience, his knowledge. Patrick freaking Kluivert. I went to Barcelona once years ago when I was dead young, when he was playing for him, and I had my face superimposed on a picture with him. like I was playing with him. We just scored a goal together. Yeah, man, legend. Over to the FA Cup, and we drew with Forest 1-1. I went for it, didn't work out. Had to play replay, which we battered them 3-0 at home. Terry Cox 2 goals. George Armstrong, best centre half in the league, dominated. Then we played Liverpool, drew 0-0 at home. Freaking replay again. All these extra games I'm not a massive fan of. Would have liked to have avoided them, especially return trip to freaking Anfield, where we got destroyed. Yeah, let's forget about that one. It's all about the league, and where are we? Well, we're 6. We're really sneaking our way in here, above Arsenal for frick's sake, but getting our way into the big boy leagues and Europe, hopefully. I love this. I love building a young team and seeing them progress, and I'm seeing them progress. And over the last 4 months of playing, maybe 3 months in it really, starting to get better. Form over the last 5 games has been amazing. Average ratings are going up on a wider scale with players. Terry Cox has got better score. Look at Terry Cox's goal ratio now. Just kicked on. Armstrong, great centre half. Smith's doing a job when needed. Holcroft, great in the middle. Obviously getting interested in now, isn't he? He's a good player. Arsenal. So I've reversed the dates. These are the fixtures going into the end of the season, and we've got quite a good run in. Got a good chance to keep in this position in the league and maybe even better in it a little bit. Last couple of games, drawing with Liverpool's good, drawing with Arsenal's good. We beat City, beat Man City 3-0. Terry Cox, second half of the season. The guy's kicking on. We go to the top players in the league right now. We've got a player in it, George Armstrong. Good little regen, man. And I do say regen. I was talking again to someone about this recently. I know Sports Interactive want you to call them new gens, and there's this whole reasoning behind new gen, regen, that a regen was a player regenerated. It used to regenerate a player that used to be just similar, whereas now it's a new gen, completely new. I will never say new gen, by the way. So yeah, George Armstrong, beast. I am surprised no one wants him. He has got a deal now for another 4 years. Kind of players need to build this team around it, because I want to play this safe for a good couple of years now. I'm off work, I'm getting stuck into it, plus other things, and I just feel like in like 4 or 5 years in this squad at like 27, 28, I'll be bossing the Prem. I believe it. So we're going to jump forward to the end of the season and see what happened. Still got a lot to play for, nothing to win, but it'd be exciting for someone else to win the Premier League. So I'm good in there, Chelsea. They're running away with it now, aren't they, Chelsea? But yeah, just to get a Euro spot, just to make next season that stepping stone, that's something new, that's something to strive for. Let's have a look at a couple of the games. Now, there wasn't any big teams, apart from probably Leicester. They were big last year. They were top 4 last year, I think, weren't they? But we'll have a look at some of my favourites. And this was the first game since you last saw, and it was just a great game. Terry Cox, hat-trick. The kid's a beast. I mean, I'm in love with him. Like, he's awesome. And so also I'm going to show you his hat-trick just because I love him. Man of the match. I need to give him a big deal and I need to make sure a lot of these players in the summer, hopefully, especially if we get European football, don't have minimum fees. Stupid minimum fees, at least. 3 games later, we face West Ham. I'm showing this again just because it's a win. A game we dominated. And Terry Cox again, it was weird. It's like I had a bit of doubt in him, and I was doubting him like I mentioned at the start of the season again. I was saying maybe he wasn't prolific. Second half of the season, just clicked into gear. I don't know if he's just become super settled, but I'm hoping he can carry this on to next year, straight into next year, and let's freaking do something mint. Last game of the season, we were away to Wolves. Pretty even game, but we were away. Good game though. Coxie got a goal, a couple of other players got a goal as well. And yeah, great way to end. And we didn't lose a game. We drew all the others pretty much. But I think we beat Derby, but we didn't lose. So where did we finish? Because we were still 6th, but I'm fine with that. Terry Cox second behind Haaland at United. United finished below us, and I saw it on a news flash that everyone's saying Haaland should leave United. He probably will want to, won't he? 7th. It's crazy because he's got some money. They've got some really good players. I've had a look. Chelsea did try and throw the league away. They were quite a way ahead, weren't they? 6-7 points. They won the title by a point. City 2nd, Liverpool 3rd, Tottenham got in the Champions League. But we're in the Europa League. I'd have took any. I'd have took 7th. Seriously. It'd have been a nice way to dip your toe in, wouldn't it, going in the Europa Conference or whatever it is. But you know what? That's special, man. European football nights at the Rico. Our Rico, by the way. We completed the purchase of the Rico in May. Like I said, I wouldn't mind a new stadium, but it's a good thing, isn't it? It's a good thing. We've got some great players. This is the final squad, arranged by average rating. Coxit, awesome player. Let's have a quick check in on Coxit. Look how good he's becoming. Hey? Armstrong, we know about Armstrong. One of the best players in the league. But I won't look at him and say he's world class or anything, but 21 years old, he's got a big, bright future. Delaney, the left back. He's the one who I bought as a wing back. Wasn't suited. He's grown. He's now a natural left back. Grown into that position. Only 21. It's pretty scary, really, the kind of team I'm putting together. Tom Holcroft, the guy I got from Derby into his 2nd season. Unpredictable attacking midfielder. Perfectionist. You just don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to go left? Is he going to go right? He's like a wizard. He's a wizard. Love him. Absolutely love him. Redondo, my right winger. 20 years old. And I've got a lot of money to spend. 55 in the bank, 52 in the transfer kitty. Not much wiggle room there with the wages. I might have to do a bit of wiggling. Put some transfer budget into it, but seriously, if I only need 1 or 2 players, I think I could do some business. There's some guys out there. I've never been so excited. And a little cherry on the cake for this special season, even though we've not won anything, was this. I finally got my hands on a freaking financial affiliate. I don't know how much it helps. I like to think it does. I'm going to try and get one. I want one in American X. That's what I'm hoping for. And just keep growing his club, man. Keep growing his club. Maybe we'll go on a tour to Korea in the summer. So Arsenal finished 5th in the Premier League. Won the FA Cup, beating Everton 1-0 in a final on the 23rd of May. And then on the 24th of May, they sacked Simeone Inzaghi as their manager. Man City and that dude won the Carabao Cup. Can't lie. I have no idea who he is. And I was guessing this. The United job's up for grabs. Now, if this was still a personal save because of the way United are, I might have even been tempted, just to slip over it and take on a challenge, but it's not. I've turned it into a rebuild series. We're sharing it together. Coventry all the way. Sky Blues forever, man. There we go. That is the end of another season at Coventry City. Hopefully they'll join me again in the next few days because I'm getting through it. Got lots of time isolating, so I'm hoping you're all at home isolating. You're all happy, safe and well, and your family are well too. It's a scary time, but yeah, stay safe. And if you enjoyed this, make sure you smash the like button. You can always help support me and my channel a little bit more by pledging to my Patreon. We'll get added to the Bootyverse. Talking of the Bootyverse, there's a video out recently. May not have seen it, called Braveheart. Check that out. I've got another actual little experiment coming out soon, testing an attribute that's debated about quite a lot. It's got a mini story to it, nothing extra special. So keep your eyes out for that. I'm even contemplating doing 2 Journeyman this week because I'm just flying through stuff. So yeah, stay safe, man. Stay well, and thank you for taking time out of your busy day to sit here with me. I'm Bood. I'll see you next time.